Hello, hello. My name is Kasim Pennington, and I've learned a lot about myself over the last 2, 3 weeks. Enough to know that if you don't know your past, you can't get too far in the future. And the thing that was discovered upon my search within myself as I became the archaeologist of my family was that once you realize who you are, there's nothing anyone can tell you about where you're going. And the purpose for this video is to warn people of one thing. In America, you can put God to the side and just get money, but those days are soon to an end. As you look upon the earth right now behind me, I am in a very spiritual realm regarding Mother Nature because I became in tune with her from the Trail of Tears um, in Atlanta to the Savannah, the First Baptist Church, to New Orleans, where they did the Louisiana Purchase, all the way back to Ohio, where the runaway slaves actually embarrassed our country. And the country was ashamed as well because they showed us how much they cared about the president that freed the slaves as they turned their backs on him. And his head looks toward which direction? The left or the right? Well, let me tell you, President Abraham Lincoln looked toward the east, and they turned their backs on him on the coins, and we will all see it soon enough. But there's a spider, and this web is big. The web is called greed, the web is called deception, and a spider has 8 legs, human beings only have 2. A spider covers more ground, a spider makes more babies than a human being. The thing about it is this: in America, we've created a lot of spiders. And these spiders, we step on them and we kill them. And it's called stopping Mother Nature's actual, law of nature. And the thing about it is this: if a person is filming in the savannas or the Saharas, of Africa, and his film crew is there, and he sees that a lion is actually at war with another lion, and there's no way for the other lion to win, and he feels like maybe I can help that lion still survive. He can't do anything. He has to let the cameras roll. Just like I'm letting the cameras roll, I'm letting nature take its course. He's saying nothing about this niggas taking its course. Niggas? Niggas are ancient Asian God protectors. And if you look at every single Buddha over in Asia, you understand what true religion is once you look at your genes. And my genes told me one thing. I come from a Roman Catholic family. I come from an Italian family of Penni, Penni, which means currency. Before Abraham Lincoln was even born, they knew that Abraham Lincoln would be on the penny. And the reason that they knew he would be on the penny was because of one thing and one thing only. There was something called witchcraft and sorcery, like Harry Potter describes in his books, that the world is well aware of, as well as I'm well aware of. And there are movies called Coming to America, Shrek, and other funny movies that Eddie Murphy participated in that kind of scared me now, because Eddie Murphy used to make a lot of funny jokes about Michael Jackson being, you know, Michael. Everybody made fun of Michael, but Michael was a warrior. And even though they turned around and may have cloned him or whatever they've done to him, because they separated him from his family. If you separate somebody from their family, you're asking for death. You're asking for destruction. Yet and still, they treated Michael Jackson with one purpose in mind. If you notice, when Michael Jackson was brought up into the media, he was always brought up in the media, like many comedians have said, during times of turmoil in our country. And the thing for me is this: if Michael was brought up during the turmoil of the country, how could he die and then you make a movie 60 days later? I don't support the movie. I don't support Michael Jackson's family sitting around as the same people who killed him are still in their face smiling, because it's called an illusion. And once a web is spun, there is an illusion of, hey, he may have died this way, but I know the illusion. And I know one thing about the illusion. If you tell the American people that the euro is worth $1.43 compared to the dollar that is only worth 60-something cents, I think that you're a threat too, Michael. But guess what? He can't die, because the spirit of the people will uplift Michael until he is back on his throne. Because Michael Jackson was a prophet. I don't mean a prophet like the Bible. They didn't write books about him yet. I mean, Tupac was a prophet. I'm not talking about the prophet from the Bible that everybody says is holier than thou, because I found out that Pope Pius the Ninth, created something called Immaculate Conception, and the whole entire Roman Catholic Church went along with it. So how can a Roman Catholic Pope be voted into office by people that you do not know? It's called we run shit. And when we run shit, the TVs are ran by us. And when the TVs are ran by us, your clothes are bought and ran by us. And when you buy things that you don't even realize have power, then they scare you. I got a shirt by Echo that said there are free buttons on the bottom of this shirt. Free buttons. And then I looked at the buttons on the bottom, and I had to cut one of the buttons away to read the words. Because once I read the words, it said, hey, did you know that you can use buttons for 1, replacing stolen or lost buttons? I said, buttons. 2, you can also use the free buttons for the inside of rattling objects. Then said 3, you can also use the free buttons for your eyes, you sock. I said, sock? I peeled back, I used a razor, and I cut off the extra free button because it was 2. And then I thought about the days of Raggedy Ann and how I thought about Raggedy Ann and how when Raggedy Ann was first inducted into the world, just like McDonald's, that's Raggedy Ann's brother. He's no longer Raggedy. McDonald's, he got rich off of us. That white ghost, he disappears with all the money. But Raggedy Ann is Raggedy Ann, and she still had buttons for eyes. And it said free buttons. Hey, did you know that you can use these free buttons if you have lost or someone has stolen your buttons? Hey, this is on an Echo shirt. Hey, did you know that you can use the free buttons to put inside of rattling objects like an empty brain and use your eyes to really see? Hey, this is all the truth, and y'all can look at it if y'all find the shirts. Hey, did you know that you can use the buttons for your eyes, for you sock? And now peel back the paper. I peel back the thread as it was sewn together to hide this word. And it said, did you know the free buttons can be used for your eyes, you sock puppet? The clothes said sock puppet. And I thought about puppets, and I said, am I a puppet? Am I a part of the Matrix? Why are they considering us puppets? Why are these 2 buttons looked at as free and nobody peels them back to see what happens once the world will be more than just disunity, but love and everything inside of me? Muhammad Ali of R&B is the future. Baby. Like Dame Lee out of Columbus, Ohio, representing for the world. If you ask him, where are you from, Dame Lee? He will say, I am from heaven. And I believe that brother is from heaven because he helped save my life on my road into the real, true rainforest of America. And as you see these trees, they are strong, they are proud, they are standing. Even amongst the rain, even amongst the building of the condos and the building of the apartments and everything around here, they are still here. Notice, as you will, there's water everywhere. Water? What does water symbolize?